Before we get into the video any further, I just want to thank you so much for giving me a chance and clicking on this video. Hopefully you don't regret it, but yeah, let's get into the video.
Alright, what's up y'all? It's your boy Simon SVG back with another video. Today, I just had like a random thought. I wanted to read just like a bunch of random Reddit stories I find. And so I'm looking off of like I've never used Reddit. This is my first time ever, but I've seen a lot of like people just reading Reddit stories online and on like YouTube and like playing Minecraft and stuff. I just have like Marvel Rivals gameplay in the back because this is like my best, probably my best gameplay ever, like I've ever done. So I'm just gonna have that in the background, as you guys can see right now. And this is under the r/stories subreddit. I would say we're starting off with a banger here. I'll just read the title. I caught my mommy kissing Santa Claus. Um, starting off with a banger. It did say this was a fictional story, so I'm glad it's not real, but alright, I'll just read it. In the house on the corner of Sycamore and 47th, where the porch sagged like a tired back and the wind always whispered secrets through the chimney, the Jacksons were plotting a Christmas revelation. Not a soft one, not a gentle, cocoa sipping, let's talk kind of truth. No, this was a Jackson style truth, loud, dramatic, and dipped in a little bit of chaos. Teresa Jackson, mother of three stair-stepping babies, Tyrone Jr. 11, Ebony 10, and little Teresa 9, had a plan stitched together with red velvet, white fur trim, and a kiss that would shake the foundation of childhood fantasy. See, the Jacksons believed in honesty, not the kind you whisper behind closed doors, but the kind you shout over the sound of frying bacon. And this year, they were gonna tell the kids the truth. Santa Claus was a lie. A beautiful, jolly, gift giving lie. And they were gonna do it with flair. Tyrone Sr., a man that would do anything for his family, agreed to don the suit. He'd sneak in, Teresa plant would plant one on him, and the kids would catch him in the act. Boom, Santa exposed. Childhood over. Youth preserved. But the devil, as always, was in the details. It was early Christmas morning. The kid of morning, the kid, the kind of morning where the sky still wore its nightgown and the air smelled like cinnamon and secrets. Teresa was fluffing bows and adjusting gift tags when she saw him, Santa, standing outside the back window like a red-suited peeping Tom. What the heck are you doing out back? She hissed, cracking at the door. You're supposed to come through the front door like a respectable fake myth. He didn't say nothing, just nodded and waddled in like he'd been summoned. Teresa looked him up and down. Dang, you went all out. That belly looked real. You got that good suit, huh? Okay, okay, come on, let's do this. She plopped down on his lap, giggling like a teenager at a basement party. Mmm, you smell like pepper. And, is that Old Spice? You trying to seduce me, Mr. Claus? Mr. Klaus? Claus? Mr. Claus? What? He grunted, not a word, just held her tight like she was winning a lottery ticket. Upstairs, the kids stirred. The floor creaked. Teresa leaned in, lips puckered, and kissed him like she was trying to win a bet. And baby, that kiss had heat. That kiss had history. That kiss had confusion. Because when the kids came barreling down the stairs, all sleepy eyed, ready to snitch, they froze. Ayo, Tyrone Jr. shouted. Mama kissing Santa Claus. I'm telling Daddy, Ebony screamed. Teresa stood up, grinning. Wait, wait, wait! Before y'all go running your mouths, let me show you something. She reached for the beard, ready to pull off the big reveal, but when she yanked it off, the room went still. The man under the beard wasn't Tyrone Sr. It was a stranger. A stranger with beady eyes and confused look, like he just realized he walked into the wrong sitcom. Teresa blinked. Who the who the heck are you? She didn't wait for an answer. She grabbed the nearest lamp, one of them heavy ones from Big Lots with the fake gold trim, and cracked it over his head like she was auditioning for WWE. The kids, the kids, trained in the ancient art of don't let nobody mess with mama, jumped in. Ebony had a broom. Tyrone Jr. had a Nerf bat. Little Teresa was just throwing Legos like ninja stars. The fake Santa tried to run, but his boots were too big and his pants were too tight. He slipped on a candy cane and hit the floor like a sack of bad decisions. Hearing the confusion, Tyrone Sr. burst through the front door, still in his own Santa suit, holding a sack of presents and confusion. What the heck? All he saw was feet, hands, and items flying with a fury. Tyrone Sr. didn't ask questions. He just joined in, swinging his sack like a medieval weapon. The living room looked like a holiday-themed episode of Cops. When the dust settled, the fake Santa was tied up with tinsel and shoelaces, moaning under a pile of wrapping paper and regret. Turns out he was a burglar. Thought he could sneak in, grab some gifts, and bounce. Didn't expect to get kissed, cuddled, and curb stomped by a whole family. Police came, took one look at the scene, and said, Dang, y'all need a sitcom. After that, the Jackson kids never believed in Santa again. Not only because he wasn't real, but because they beat his ass. And every year, when they passed the mall and saw Santa ringing a bell, Teresa would mutter, We should beat his ass again. And nobody corrected her. Not even Jesus. Okay, Teresa. Um, I would say we started off with a pretty good story here. It's pretty good, a banger, I would say. I don't know what else to say. I didn't think it would, be that fictional. I thought it was like gonna be like a mom kissing like a Santa Claus statue and like the kids find like seeing that at midnight and like I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but okay, let's get into the next story now. All right, so the last story was made by um character speed 3208 and this next story is made by someone named no underscore surprise 3737 and the title goes my coworker accidentally taught everyone in the office a lesson about credit without even trying. Okay. This happened last month, but it's stuck with me. We had this new guy, mid 20s, super laid back, really friendly, but kinda clueless with admin stuff. HR was onboarding him and needed some documents, and apparently one of the things got flagged because his credit history was like almost non existent. He looked so confused, like he didn't even know that was the thing. He kept saying, But I've never missed a payment, and HR had to explain that having history is its own problem. Then during lunch, he admitted loud enough for a few of us to hear that he avoided anything credit related because his parents told him credit cards are how people ruin their lives. He just assumed avoiding credit meant he was being responsible. Everyone kind of paused because honestly, a lot of us grew up with the same mindset. He's fine now. HR cleared everything up and he's building his history slowly using Card. But watching him panic and then watching everyone silently relate to him was kind of eye-opening. Most of us aren't irresponsible. We're just guessing our way through adulthood and hoping we don't screw it up too badly. Um, that's the end of the story. I would say it's pretty short because it is, but that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know what a card is, but I'll probably find that out when I grow up. But I can kind of relate. I'm like only what I'm like 17, but like obviously when like my parents talk about like credit cards and stuff, I'm like, what's the point? Like, I'll just buy stuff when I have enough money to buy it. Like, I don't need a credit card. But obviously, like, you're gonna, like, if you're gonna buy a house or something later on, like, you're gonna need a credit card. No way you're paying all of that off unless, like, you just somehow saved up that much money to buy a house. But a credit card is, like, a better investment, I think, I would say. So, I mean, overall, pretty good story. Sounds pretty good. That's cool. I'm pretty sure this one's real. It's also under r/stories, and again, it's made by No Surprise 3737. It was 17 days ago, and today is 12/26/2025, so the day after Christmas day, and that was made 17 days ago. So yeah. All right. So this next story is also under r/stories. It's made by Training Row 272, and it was made a day ago, and it goes like this. My grandma's dog just bit my sister in the face. That's gotta suck. Dang. We were visiting my grandma and my grandpa on Christmas Eve to celebrate Christmas, which was yesterday. We were talking and had dinner and even told stories about the dog that were really sweet. My sister and I had no idea that this dog has previously bit two children. Before we were about to open presents, my sister got down to hug the dog since she loves dogs. I was facing her. I was facing her back, and the only thing that I saw was what looked like the dog grabbing her hair. I thought everything was fine until she was walking over to my mom, panicking, and there was blood dripping down her face. Oh. I was in shock, but eventually looked at her and realized that there was a huge dog jaw mark on her face, and that only missed her eye by half an inch. Oh. Is it bad that I don't want to go to their house ever again? My sister's fine. She just has holes in her face that are trying to be fixed by band-aid stitches. That's gotta suck. I'm sorry for this person's sister. I don't even know this person. I'm just gonna say sorry, cause I really feel for her sister. Really, that really does suck. Um, and there's just a few comments and stuff, but they're just like giving her tips about like tetanus and antibiotics and stuff. So, um, we'll go on to the next story. This next story is pretty long. I'm just gonna say that every story, including this next story I'm about to read, is pretty long and lengthy. So, wait, actually no, this one isn't too bad. The one after this story and the one like on like that story onwards, they're pretty long. So I just put everything like the shorter stories in front, just so it's like easier, and then we can like dive into the longer ones later. But this one, I'm pretty sure all of them are under r/stories, so I'll just say that now. It's made by Weary-Hair-316. Pretty cool name. And the title is My Roommate Thought Our Wi-Fi Bill Went Up Because We Were Using Too Much Google. Let's call my roommate Kevin. Living with Kevin has honestly felt like a social experiment. No one approved. I knew he was a little off when we first moved in, but I didn't realize how deep it went until the great Wi-Fi incident of last month. So our internet bill went up by like $12. It was annoying, but not the end of the world. I assumed the company raised rates like they always do, but Kevin? No. Kevin storms in to the living room holding the bill like we had committed a crime. He goes, dead serious, which one of you keeps using too much Google? They're charging us extra. I thought he was joking. I laughed. Big mistake. He doubled down, starts listing internet heavy activities he's noticed. Me watching YouTube while cooking, our other roommate playing Spotify, someone downloading a big PDF that one time. He even said, And you guys always have so many tabs open. That stuff adds up. This guy. This man genuinely believed the Wi-Fi company charges per Google search like some kind of data utility meter. He kept saying, "We need to limit our browsing. No unnecessary internet after 8 p.m." I swear I almost passed out trying not to laugh. The funniest part, Kevin watches 4K anime every night and streams games until 3 a.m. But somehow we were the problem. When we explained how internet plans actually work, he got defensive and said the companies change the prices based on vibe levels. I still don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't either. But we'll just yeah, keep going. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to actually budget like an adult, track spending, build my credit back up. I even use a Fizz debit card that reports to bureaus because I got tired of random surprises messing up my finances. But Kevin thinks the Wi-Fi bill is basically a mood ring. I honestly don't know how he survived this long. This Kevin guy is a character. I'm gonna just say that. Again, I don't know what a Fizz debit card is. Probably because I'm not an adult yet, but I'm like almost there. So maybe I should know what that is by now. I don't know. But let's see. The top comment is classic Kevin. Classic Kevin, am I right? Oh, and I forgot to say this was made 19 days ago. Again, it is the day after Christmas, the 26th. So I'm gonna just, say that. Uh, all these comments are basically like the same thing. So I'll go into the next story. This is made by AliExpress underscore case. It was made 10 months ago, so it was quite a while back. And the title is My Girlfriend's Ultimate Betrayal. How I found out she was cheating with four guys. Four four guys. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're getting into some territory I've never been in. Okay. So oh, this one's pretty short too. I guess the one after this is pretty long. I don't even know, but I'll just start reading it. So yeah, never thought I'd be posting here, but man, I need to get this off my chest. Been with my girl for 3 years and was legit saving a ring and everything. That's gotta suck, bruh. Frick. Then her phone starts blowing up at 2 a.m. like every night. She's all, it's just work stuff, but like at 2 a.m. Come on. I know. Everyone says don't go through your partner's phone, but whatever I did it anyway. But whatever. I did it anyway. And holy crap, my life just exploded right there. Wasn't just one dude, four different guys. All of these separated convos with pics I never want to see again. Them planning hookups and the worst part, they were all joking about me. One was literally my best friend since we were kids. That's gotta suck, bro. Ah. Another was her boss. Classic. Our freaking neighbor from down the hall and that gay friend she was always hanging out with, who's, surprise, surprise, wasn't actually gay. That's gotta suck, bro. This had been going on for like 8 months while I'm working double shifts just to save for our future and stuff. That's gotta suck. When I finally confronted her, I thought she'd at least try to deny it or cry or something. Nope. She straight up laughed and was like, took you long enough to figure it out. Said I was too predictable and she was bored. My so-called best friend texted later saying, it wasn't personal and these things just happen. Like, WTF, man. I just grabbed my stuff that night. Well, she went out to clear her head, which probably meant hooking up with one of them, to be honest. It's been like 2 months now. Moved to a different city, blocked all their ass, and started therapy because I was messed up. And yesterday, she calls from some random number crying about how she made a huge mistake. Turns out, boss dude fired her after getting what he wanted. Neighbor moved away. My ex friend got busted by his girlfriend, and the gay friend ghosted her once he got bored. Damn. Dang. 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 I just laughed and hung up. Some things you just can't fix. And finding out your girlfriend's been living a whole secret life with four dudes, yeah, that's definitely one of them. That's just, that's gotta suck, bro. I mean, obviously, I've never had a girlfriend, as you can tell. Maybe you can't, maybe it's probably obvious, but that's still gotta suck, bro. Like, I can't relate, but I can tell that's like he didn't say. I don't know if he's. Oh, 3 years, bro. He's been in this relationship for 3 years. That's dang, bro. 3 year relationship just like gone down the drain. Like what is he gonna do? That's gotta suck. And then the top comment is a mod. It says mod verified. The story has been reviewed by the mod team and verified through multiple sources, including provided Instagram DMs, Facebook Messenger screenshots, and text message records between all involved parties. OP has also shared timestamped photos documenting the timeline as described. While we typically don't verify personal relationship posts, the extreme nature of this situation warranted investigation due to multiple reports of creative writing. Please respect OP's privacy and do not request further evidence or personal information. All verification was conducted privately with the mod team. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Alright. I I guess we'll just go to the next one. Alright, so this next story is by Cyarger 80. I don't know how to say that. Cyarger 80. It was made 3 days ago, and it has a tag saying venting. And the title goes like this: Girlfriend lied for months, and now I am homeless. Dang. Alright, I'll read the story. Merry Christmas to me. What was supposed to be a life-changing point for the good is now a huge nightmare. Me, 45 male, and her, 44 female, have had a long-distance relationship for going on 3 years. There were talks of her moving to be with me, 15 hours away, for nearly a year, but when I was laid off in July, pending a 2 year contract in which I must stay with the company remote to earn my severance, we decided 6 months ago that I should move there. For the last 6 months, I've been making arrangements. I sold my house in a bad market and barely broke even. I sold or gave away most of my possessions. I had a full 3 bedroom house, and now literally everything I own fits into a Honda HR-V. Bro, why? Why, bro? Oh my gosh. Fast forward to Christmas break, and it is finally time for me to move. I've been sending her Xmas gifts for months in anticipation. We have talked daily about all of our plans. I was supposed to start driving yesterday, and the night before, she tells me that there's a problem. She tells me that her ex, 6 years split and 16 years divorced, yes, there's a story for that too, has decided he wants her moved out of the house by Jan 5th since I'm coming and that he will be moving in. They supposedly had the conversation about me moving months ago. I was furious. I bit my tongue and told her to use $2,000 of what we had in order to hire an attorney because he failed to refinanced the house from their divorce paperwork 16 years prior, and her name was on the mortgage. Plus, she had been paying on it for years, or so I thought. She is a substitute teacher, and money is always tight. I had no clue how tight, and this woman has always helped me when needed. No questions asked. Turns out she was having money problems, and her ex moved back into the house in late August to help financially. He gave up his place just to do it. She never said a word, or I would have tried to help. For months, we've been going back and forth, dreaming of the day that I would finally move. With my son now an adult and responsible to be on his own without fear of me needing to be close by in case something happens, I sacrificed everything to choose to be to be happy with my girlfriend. So my car is fully packed and I'm ready to leave when my girlfriend tries to pin the blame on her ex. I'm on the phone with lawyers, pulling her divorce paperwork, and doing everything I can to help her. I get a hotel room and tell her I will delay my trip a day or two while we get things in place. I was exhausted with worry and was up all night, 2 nights prior, making arrangements with my girlfriend. What arrangements? Frick. Okay, I'll restart that sentence. I was exhausted with worry and was up all night, 2 nights prior, making arrangements. My girlfriend tells me she ordered the divorce paperwork and an scheduled an appointment with the lawyers I provided her. She's being quiet, and after a few hours of no communication, I pass out from pure exhaustion. Dang. At 12 a.m., I wake up to $2,000 I'd sent her and no messages. I immediately call her because this can't be possible. She tells me the truth that he had been helping her for months and I can't come there. She can't find a reasonable apartment that will allow her 3 cats. Not to mention, this entire thing up will upend her teen son's life. I don't know what that means. Here I was angry at her ex when she never told him that I was coming until 2 days ago. She made him give up his life to help her. Her response was that she never thought I would really give up everything to be with her, and now I also have given up everything to be with her. Okay. So here I am at 3:30 a.m. in my car, homeless, alone, and shocked by the entire situation and crushed because the life I had been planning has been overturned and the life I had is also mostly gone. I just can't. How can someone do this to someone else that they care about? No, we traveled back and forth and spent plenty of time together. She never asked for money and paid for a majority of the traveling. I also have confirmed that they have not physically been together in over 4 years. Top comment. This one's a wild chat. 3 days ago by G0 underscore zero BY. This was 3 days ago. This was really recent, like super recent. I re This guy's homeless too. Like I if it was made like 10 months ago or something, I'd be like, hopefully this guy turned his life around. It was made 3 days ago. I genuinely don't know what he could do in like 3 days, unless he got like really lucky. I don't even know what to say here. What is he gonna do? He just has to just find a job somewhere, right? He can't even take a shower. He lives in his car. He could go to like I know there's places that like sheltering. There's like shelters for homeless people. Could go there. I genuinely don't know what I don't know what I would do in this situation. Like, what would I do? Um, yeah, I genuinely don't know. But uh, we'll just go into the next story. All right, so this is gonna be probably the last story for this video. It's made by wild-isopod-9370, and it was made 6 days ago. Again, the day after Christmas is today, the day I'm recording at least. And so the title goes like this: Coworker got caught sleeping under his desk and somehow doubled down. Let's just get in. Okay. Coworker of mine got caught napping under his desk during work hours. Not head down, not eyes closed at his computer, fully horizontal, tucked away like a storage item. Okay. When management asked when management asked him about it, he didn't apologize or pretend it was a one-time thing. His actual defense was that standing desks are discriminatory against people who prefer lying down. He then submitted a formal complaint to HR requesting accommodation for a horizontal work position. I wish I were exaggerating. He used those exact words. It somehow didn't end there. Since then, he's been openly advocating for company provided nap pods. Nap pods? Arguing their pro- prod- productivity tools. I can't say productivity. I can't say that word. Okay. Productivity tools. I don't even think that's how you say it. Okay. And citing tech companies that have them. He talks about it with total confidence. Like he's leading a workplace wellness revolution instead of trying to justify sleeping on the job. Bro, the wildest part isn't even the nap. It's the absolute commitment to the bit. No embarrassment, no backtracking. Just full belief that the problem isn't him sleeping at work. It's society's bias against people who want to work horizontally. I sat at my desk after that meeting just playing Jackpot City on my phone for 20 minutes trying to process the audacity. I don't know whether to be impressed, concerned, or taking notes. Okay, first of all, just sleep at home. Like, if it's a demanding job, obviously you're not gonna get that much sleep, but there's no way you can't like drink coffee or like drink like Monster Red Bull or something like to get through your day. There's no way like you can't sleep at home to where you have to sleep at work fully horizontal under a desk. Also, he's advocating for horizontal, wait, what is it? Nap pods. What is a nap pod? First of all, what the frick is a nap pod? Second of all, how how would you what would the company gain out of letting you sleep on the job? They're losing money if anything cuz you're getting paid by the hour. You're getting paid by the hour, but you're sleeping. I think they would rather fire you than, give you a bed or something. They also said something about, oh, it's society's bias against people who want to work horizontally. How are you gonna work while you're sleeping? How are you gonna work while you're sleeping? What the frick does society's biased against people who want to work horizontally mean? What does people who want to work horizontally mean? How do you work like work while you're laying down? That there's no way that actually helps you think. Maybe it does for some people. I definitely doesn't for me. I just get tired. That's crazy though. How do you work while like you're sleeping? I think that's what they mean. If not, probably just to like lay down or something. Get a chair that allows you to lay down or something, and then just hopefully you guys have laptops in your workplaces instead of like desktop setups, right? So then you can just like lay down, put your laptop on your belly, just start typing it out, bro. What, bro? I I don't even know what to say here. Um, but I mean, that's the last story. I would read more, but I can't make these videos too long because I don't think anyone's gonna watch them, first of all, and not till the end, especially. So I guess that's gonna be it, guys. And the match wrapped up too in this replay. So I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I really hope you guys liked the video, and please comment down below if you guys want me to read more Reddit stories. I know I'm not good at reading. I'm definitely not good at reading, and I don't know like because sometimes there's no proper punctuation, so I don't know when to emphasize certain things or when to stop, when like what they're how I don't know how they're trying to like uh convey what they're trying to say and like what tone or like what when to emphasize. So, please tell me if I need to improve in that because I definitely know I do. Also, side note, I tried cutting my hair just randomly out of the blue because it's winter break, and horrible job. I showed all of my friends, and they said I'm cooked. Like I can't even go outside anymore. I can't step outside of my own home. I gotta wear a hat in my own house because of how bad it is. It's a bowl cut. I wasn't going for a bowl cut. I didn't mean to shave off all my top hair, but my mom told me to. And I'm like, what the heck? It's winter break, and that backfired a lot. I really hope I don't have a headphone dent. I'll just show y'all a quick preview just 'cause for fun. I can't talk 'cause I'm gonna take off my headset. That's my mic, but I don't know if y'all got that. I'll check later in the recording. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I had really good curly, at least wavy hair before, and I shaved it all up for fun. It's bad. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Just tell me if y'all want me to read more Red stories or any other stories. You guys can tell me your own personal stories. I can read them. If y'all want me to do story times, I'm pretty cool, guys, I think. Just kidding, I'm not that cool. But just let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time.